Tonight, we're gonna make the meatballs because now we're getting requests and somebody requested meatballs. And so while I'm making the meatballs, I have to keep certain things in mind. Number one of the requests was Kobe wanted meatballs, and Kobe doesn't like sauce on his meatballs. So I am not going to put the meatballs in the sauce. But we're making a sauce. And these tomatoes.
These are San Marzano tomatoes that we roasted last year in the oven. Then we put them in our Super Duper Vitamix, and I put, basil in them, and then they got frozen. And so now we've defrosted them. Look at how thick these are. It's really nice and thick.
And so for the sauce, which we have to make first, and we have to light our stove because everything's manual in this house because we were solar for so long. Okay, so our iron pan, what do we do next? We put in the olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
So we put a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. That's all you need. This is a nice, just a regular German onion. Stuttgart, I think they're called, right?
It could be.
So that is just a regular onion, one medium-sized onion. Here's one dish we gotta wash. Right?
Yeah.
We're washing lots of dishes, so now you gotta get another spoon. Now we got 2 spoons to wash. So this is for the sauce. While we're making the meatballs, we make our sauce because it takes time. So the onion has to cook. This has to be on low because you don't want it to burn. And so for our ingredients for our meatballs,
Yeah.
this is pork from our pigs. Thank you. Thank you for your service, pigs. Thank you for your service. What is their name? What did Kathy name them?
Barbecue and crispy bacon.
So this is from probably barbecue, but it could be crispy bacon. This is some nice burger so this is hamburger, equal amounts of pork and burger. But you know what? If you don't have one or the other, you can still make meatballs. You can make them out of pork, you can make them out of burger, you can make them out of veal, although we don't like to do veal because it's baby calves. We have no problem killing a cow, but we can't kill a calf. So we've got that. We gotta just keep stirring these. We don't want these to burn either. So I'm gonna put those on lower. Okay, so we got our pork, we got our beef. This is breadcrumbs. I'm not gonna use all these breadcrumbs probably because Holly doesn't like to eat gluten, but she likes to eat my meatballs. So she said I could put breadcrumbs in, just don't put a lot.
Okay.
And then we have all this garlic. We're probably not gonna use all the garlic because Joey doesn't like garlic, so we can't put a lot of garlic in the meatballs, but we gotta put enough garlic in the meatballs. We have our Parmesan cheese. You can use Parmesan, you can use Romano, you can use Asiago, any kind of good like tasty cheese.
Real cheese.
This is real cheese though.
Yes.
It's not the bag cheese that has the cellulose and all the other crap
Or
in
the
it.
stuff in the green can.
Right. Oh God, I don't even know what that is. I don't think that's cheese. And here's the real secret ingredient. Manda. We call this manda. What do you call it?
In English, mint.
Mint, but it's
Spearmint.
Spearmint. It's
Yes.
not like peppermint.
Right.
It's got to be spearmint. So that's manda. We have some beautiful eggs. We got 6 eggs, and the eggs come from Westminster Feed Store.
Yep.
Beautiful farm fresh eggs. We get them there all the time when we're not getting them from Lester's wife, Tanya. So we're gonna keep stirring this. We don't want this to burn. And then we gotta keep doing this. So we're just making these like sautés so that they are, you know, translucent, I guess is what you mean.
Yep.
And then we have Cento tomato paste. I like Cento tomato paste or any kind of Italian tomato paste. That's what I usually use. And we're not making a big pan of sauce. We're only making a small pan of sauce. So one of these is enough. If you make a big pan of sauce, you want to put a little more onion and you want a bigger can of paste or 2 cans of this. So while this is cooking, we're going to put in the paste. That goes into that. This is a little labor intensive, more than I'm used to doing. Although, if I wasn't cutting everything up and putting it in bowls, I would have been done by now. But we gotta do that, because some doesn't go over well. Okay, so, while that is in there, you wanna put in a couple of cans of water into that. And the reason why you wanna do that is because,
To thin the paste.
well, the paste thickens. So it's like the paste is thick, but it also thickens. So you have to put liquid in. So I put 2 or 3 cans of water in. And the reason why I do that is because my sauce, as you can see, is like incredibly thick, incredibly thick. And so this is now going to, we can turn this up a little bit. And this is all gonna cook and get thick. See, this is really red.
Mm-hmm.
Those are
Right.
really
Right, that's the.
orangey brown,
Right,
because
the
they're roasted
roasted ones
San
are much
Marzano,
darker.
best tomatoes to make sauce. Almost no juice. They are fabulous to make sauce with. They're very tasty too. You can get the little San Marzano ones that you can pop in your mouth. They got such an incredible flavor, they really do. Okay, now see what this looks like? See how it's like thickening?
Mm-hmm.
Good, right?
Yep.
All right, so while that is cooking, the other thing we do often is we add a little wine to everything. So I'm just putting a little bit of wine in there, that's all, just a little bit. Just gives it a little flavor. Okay. So that is cooking up a storm. We're gonna lower that to a simmer. We want that to cook for a while. This we're just adding everything together. All right, is this my good side? All right, so we're putting the pork in. Pour crispy bacon. Then we're putting in the beef. Look at all the things we gotta wash. Okay, then we're putting in the breadcrumbs. You know what, that's a lot. There's like 8 pounds here, so we're gonna put that much breadcrumbs in. I don't use a lot of breadcrumbs anyway, because I don't want it to be all bread, you know, it's like, you want it to be like meatballs. But that is really not quite enough. Sorry, Holly, I gotta put it in. And then, the cheese. We like cheese. So, we wanna put in a little more cheese. Ooh, that was plenty of cheese. And then our manda. I don't know that we're using all the manda, so I gotta do it by hand. Because I just poured some in. I guess we, looks good. Okay. Then the garlic. You can't ever have enough garlic as far as I'm concerned, but we're gonna go easy on the garlic. And then we want to put in our 6 eggs. Now, you wanna make sure the eggs are good before you do anything. Look at those beautiful colors. That's like a
love the
light
green
green.
ones.
I don't know if they can see that, but beautiful eggs. The yolks, these are fabulous eggs. But don't go buy them because they don't get enough of them and I buy them. So I don't want you all to go there and buy these eggs. That's not really fair to the vendor, but I want to make sure they're there when I want them. Okay, so 6 eggs. That's like about 8 or 9 pounds of beef and pork, not each, together. Okay, so now you gotta mix it all up, and this is what we do here.
Nice squishy Play-Doh.
Nice squishy. And my hands were clean. I think I've only washed my hands about 74 times today.
Making them. Oh, you are making, I just have to cut, okay, we're good.
So you can make them as big or as small as you want. We make them about that big. And at work, I have an ice cream scoop that I use when I cook for the old people. And it's so much faster. But, you know, it's made with love. It's all made with love. So the reason why I'm making this, and we definitely want this to be on there, is because my friend and club member, motorcycle club member, Christine Grimes, and her son made this amazing looking ciabatta bread the other day.
I know.
And I had said to her, I wish I had some of that ciabatta bread, because, you know, I don't make anything difficult. You know, making bread to me is just like, it's a long process. And I'm usually like in the kitchen for 20 minutes and done. So I said that looks so good. It would be great to be sopping that up, you know, with some sauce and meatballs. And she said, oh, you should make some meatballs. And I said, I'm gonna make the meatballs, and you inspired me to do that. So here you go. That's how this is getting done. So here's to you, Christine Grimes. I wish you were up here, but I think you're vegetarian. Isn't she
I
vegetarian?
think so.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't be
Well,
eating
but
them
you're making
anyway,
meatballs.
but I guess you wouldn't be eating them, but so this is going to be a very long process. I think you want to.
I'll try your meatballs.
And magically, we have meatballs on a tray.
Yeah.
And so I have my oven on 350, and we are going to put these in the oven. And they're going to cook for about, I don't know, 30 minutes or more. Preheat your oven. Always preheat your oven.
You know, how's the sauce looking?
The sauce is looking great. So these are our San Marzano tomatoes, and this is our paste. Look at how nice and thick that is now. Okay? So, is that hot? No, not so bad. Ooh, it's a little
I'll
hot.
give you a hot.
All right, so now we are going to, we have been simmering this. This is the tomato paste and the onion, and we are going to now throw that in the pan. And the combination of the two is what makes the sauce. And we did put in basil
Yep, all of this.
and the black pepper and the nutmeg and just a heaping tablespoon of sugar. Look at how thick that is. That is so nice and thick. So we're going to put some of the meatballs in the sauce. Voila, meatballs.
Beautiful tray.
Tray of meatballs. Gonna do is. Oh, do you want to have the gnocchis that were?
Yeah, that we made
Left
last
over?
week.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Doing this.
Okay. I'm gonna put some of the meatballs in the sauce,
Okay.
and then some of the meatballs I'm gonna leave on the tray to cool, and then put them in a container for the kids. Oh boy, those are really yummy.
Here's the potato gnocchis that we made last week. And now we're mixing up the meatballs that put in the sauce.
Yep, and then
And here's the other meatballs.
off the bottom. We're not gonna put in all the oil, but we're putting in all the meat droppings
Oh,
because that also adds flavor to the sauce.
okay.
Just a little bit. Adds a little flavor. And so now that has to cook for a little bit. That we have plenty of. So we're gonna throw those in the water.
Yep.
Those aren't gonna take very long to cook. You don't need the cover on. A few gnocchis for you, a few gnocchis for me, a few more gnocchis for you.
Thank you.
1 or 2 meatballs. Two.
Two, yeah.
Cheese.
Okie doke. Yes, I would like some cheese.
How much cheese? That enough cheese?
Yep.
Okay.